keep the drawings up.
We need a 2-monitor setup for the screen. This is the future.
Just show the observers minimap PC on
I want
the
a
stream.
Prius cam, face cam too.
No? Okay. Well, we got one earlier. Charles has posted a video on Twitter, so.
Oh, true.
He was in focused mode. But anyway, as the execute begins, Cello starts it off with the entry onto Nifty there. That white box takes him out, and that's free mid-control for LG maintain. Showtime finds a second, but they don't expect the second player to be here by Checker. So now they're going to be able to chain together two. The molly into the vent should delay this hit in half. Doing wonderful work here right now. Pushes Yell outside. He's been brought down to 7 HP. PKL in the B-holes is finally going to be able to take down Naf. Yell's going to be careful here. He is kind of trapped. Pops in the smoke. Hopefully he can give him room to fall back into the vents, or at least he's going to fake it, make it look like he's doing that. But just when he actually commits to falling back to that, drops down, hits the shot. Azure will move in for the trade. So we end up in a 1v1 with the bomb being planted on the B site. Look at how creative PKL is getting, however. He moved out to tree room.
Yeah. Does Azure have the idea that maybe he got through? I wonder.
Well, he's going to realize it in a second here if he doesn't watch
no,
out.
No, maybe not. Oh, yes, he does. He's not heard anything quite yet. Interesting flash. What's the reaction going to be? Oh,
no.
Stays.
PKL will be able to shut that down, so that secures a 9th round for Luminosity. And there we go, the scoreboard's fixed now.
Dude, how the hell, excuse me, how did Yell get that kill? How did Yell get that kill? I mean, he had no right to. He fell off the box. His aim was completely displaced. Oh my god, that's brutal. It's showing everybody has like 0 kills. I think it's until they get a kill they'll start to show up. But yeah, his aim was completely displaced. He was in a tough spot. He had no HP. Naf did all that work outside the vent. I mean, that was really it. And again, both teams I think fighting for the ability to reset the other team's economy right at that point. So.
Now that Renegades have been reset here, this is going to be bad news for them, as this does allow Luminosity to bring the scoreline to a very, very close bout. It really could go either team's way here. Luminosity very well could swing back and take control of this map if Renegades don't now close out or attempt to do so for their next gun round forward.
Very interesting late smoke. I mean, these deep smokes are so good because they force the tees to not respect, or to feel like they can't leave it unnoticed. They have to decide, okay, do we want to go B off of this, or do we want to wait it out, call them out, and then hit A? And they've actually done the right thing here. They're not going to fall for this trap. Renegades are going to go camp out on the other site as they hear the bomb go down. Yeah,
unfortunately, camping out on the other site is not going to lead to all that much success for them. Ultimately, they will just have to more likely push out and look for some exit kills again. Luminosity have flooded into A, and they'll find their opportunity to plan in just a moment here. And there you go. That goes onto the ground. The realization will be there for the Renegades, so how do they deal with this? It looks like they are going to flood out from the B site. And at least try to position a truck for some exits.
Yeah, sticking way close together. But Luminosity already have an escape route. They know that they can exit A main. People are slowly going to leak out. And for a bit of utility, PKL happy to take up a couple of fights until he's low. And yeah, with everybody dying. There's actually not a lot of reason why Renegade should fight in that situation at truck, considering how far away everybody is. They just have half armor and stuff like that. Like, for example, here we have a rebuy of half armor that's 650 that they lost from that round.
Not only that, but they just give away like extra bonus money to Luminosity. It's not huge, but it still gives like, you know, a couple $100 to each player that gets a kill there.
Yeah. Good sidearm as well, but it's not such a bad position to be in at the moment. It doesn't seem like economy is and has been really the issue for Renegades. Getting caught off guard in this situation as well, as Nick is bust out mid. They know that 2 have pushed into A main, which makes it a little bit trickier to hold. PKL in a position to catch anybody falling back if they do put pressure on the other side of it. That's not going to be the case right now. Instead, with this control smoke, you still can play up close, give his teammates a little bit more peace of mind, but he's in a tricky position because he knows that he always has to be concerned that they're going to try to retake A main.
They did move Azza outside of A main, however, at the moment it's just Ustilo, but even Ustilo is falling back now. Luminosity have kind of kept the options open, so no commitment towards either site yet, but I do believe they're probably going to go back into A main in a moment as the smoke fades away pretty soon here.
this is the best way to support, though. I think they wanted to set a trap for him with I think it's PKL in the invent. Oh no, they both leave A main. That's something they can do as well. So I thought they were going to use Azure to watch Squeaky and try to get that kill if he tries to catch him falling back.
But now we do see Luminosity pushing forward, getting ready to go out. They actually don't leave themselves a massive amount of time, but thankfully there's only 1 or 2 players in this site, so when they take care of them, it's going to be a pretty easy plant, but Hazard's making it difficult. He finds 2 kills while blind. The second player, though, Ustillo falls without a fight. However, look at this from Nifty. He's going to waltz right up, gets the free op shot. Can't kill the planter immediately. And what's even worse, he doesn't realize yet, but Showtime snuck up on him from forklift position. Naf will trade that back out, and now he's alone, but in a 1v1 can still win this. Has to find Nekis, tries to swing onto him, misses that shot, tries to correct it on the repeak, but no, will run out of time. Nekis will take him down, and that's an 11th round for Luminosity, as they're just 2 away from tying this back up now.
Dude, that is terrifying. Another 1v1 that Renegades would have won. If they won either of these clutch rounds, I mean, that's technically a 1v2, but Naf having full HP here, you'd think, okay, he has a chance. Now, he did use his bullets, and this is very scary. I mean, he really has to hit that first headshot. Naf, high likelihood that he just hits that flick. And you see that he tries to peek right there because he's in the middle of nowhere. So he can't fall back to cover. He can't cross the A main. It's a great opportunity. The only issue is that you don't have much angle to work with.
Cello already out, but Naf just destroys him as he peeks a little bit too aggressively there, and Naf is ready to take the battle. Knocks him out with the Deagle, so good start for the Renegades. They've got a lot of work to do if they want to absolutely upset. They only have 2 of those Deagles. It's not the entire team equipped with them. So it is going to have to be some heroics from just a few individuals here if they want to upset. Otherwise, it should be expected that Luminosity would still take this round. And we can see there that Nekis has already found the first trade kill. And Showtime will get another here into B-Halls. So it's just a walk on to the B site here now. And while Nifty would have been able to hear it a few moments ago, he is now dead. So it won't be the case anymore. And it's just a 1 Deagle and a USP left over in a 4v2. With no positioning, no utility, no real way to bargain back into this. It's going to be exit frags that Renegades will have to look for again here, as they must concede the round.
This is kind of crazy, man. This game could have been over. It still seems like, because Renegades are coming so close, that there's still the opportunity for them to close it out. So Luminosity are on their hind legs, and I think that they've got to keep reinventing themselves, but they know that what they're doing is at least getting them by. And eventually, it does eat away at your confidence to be losing this many rounds in a row, regardless of how it happens. So that'll be going for them as well. But Luminosity stabilized their economy a bit with this round, finally keeping 4 alive. Renegades have another opportunity to have a full buyout. Nifty, so you gonna go for half armor or nades? Actually gets nades. Yeah, always better. Always better.
So we'll choose to utilize that. He's been playing pretty close to the chest on these op shots anyway, so it's going to be okay with just using it without armor right now. Playing probably into the A site. Yep, while still sticking in that position. Still in the meanwhile, pushing forward, and he does end up getting tagged a little bit on the cross due to shots from Nekis. Whether he realized if those shots are hit yet or not. Oh, wow.
It didn't seem like he saw him.
Spammed through the box too. Not to find too much success. Big mistake from JKS to repeak that, and that just hands the first kill over to Yell. Not what the Renegades need right now. Not at all.
Do you think he saw him? I mean,
I don't think he did, actually, because you
would assume that he wouldn't peek, right?
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing too, he didn't even like try to fake him out or anything on the repeak. He just directly repeaked him.
Well, there's no way to do that. Oh wow, that's one way to go.
So the Molly flash combo wrecks Ustillo. He doesn't even realize that he's in a molly until it's way too late.
That's unrealistic. I feel like if I was flashbanging, I'd still know I was on fire.
Well, apparently not.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn from Counter-Strike.
Nifty will pick up finally 1 trade kill here. The problem is, though, he's got a player waiting for him. It's Squeaky, but it's actually Nekis that just destroys him with the AK shot. And Showtime has seen Naf coming up towards the truck position. I think he's actually just going to wait for him right here since his team is changing up their hit to a B site play.
This is really cool. They're tethering off of Showtime's position and all his information. So you heard a bit of a rotate. They cycle it back to B. And kind of an unfortunate round for Nifty. It looked like he was about to go super explosive, and then Nekis just does the exact same thing. And puts one between the eyes. Like, it's not much you can do about that. Naf really playing his heart out here.
28 and 16. And obviously, guys, those two players at the bottom have their stats.
Are going to get cut.
Those stats are not right. So just ignore those. Showtime moving out. Wants to get at least one of these players dropped, and he'll succeed in that. Just assumes the second one's in here. He's right about that. The problem is he's not in this hallway. But he does dodge the shot. Showtime going to have to go past it again. Repeat him one more time, and there you go. He single-handedly drops both of the saved players, meaning that they are not going to have the money to rebuy going into this next round here now. And that will almost certainly guarantee that Luminosity takes the lead because of that.
All right, and Renegades got to dig deep, man. This is, you know, Luminosity have a map. This is Renegades' map to lose, and let's see. They buy down to 2K. That's the strat. Wait for next round. Try to do as much damage as they can. They have almost, and actually only one in eco in this half so far. There's an opening CZ kill too, off of being extremely aggressive.
They'll use this extra smoke to be able to move forward and pick up the AK, so now they've got that under their belt too, and, well, maybe it's not a guaranteed Luminosity lead here anymore. Oh, wow, that was smooth. Cello, just like clockwork, knocks out JKS with a single tap. Naf will be there to trade, but it's after Cello gets a second kill, so I'm sure they don't mind that too much, and it is ultimately brought down to Azure, who retrieved the AK from their first frag against Showtime. Now has to clutch out a 1v3. He does have a Molotov to try and utilize, but at the moment he's clearing out the site just on his own. Not being given a whole lot in terms of spottage there. Sees one player, but the problem is it did not expect for there to be a guy at Squeaky, so that throws him off, and it'll be PKL to shut him down. And indeed now to secure the lead for Luminosity at 14 to 13.
Damn, dude. They've actually taken a lead in this half. That's unreal. It's 14 to 13. I just need to... so close to just like actually closing this out. I like the double up in response. I honestly, it just feels like they've gotten so close in the later rounds that they don't even have to change too much up. They just need to tighten up a little bit here. Wow, that's super aggressive pick for 50 HP. He gets a little bit of information and opportunity to get a kill. Sometimes you want to take those risks on T side.
No actual success being found just yet from LG here, so they're still stuck in their default lineup. Waiting for the opportunity to push back through and get an execute going. But still a lot of smokes alive here from the CTs, so you'll see one going into the mid garage, and that will continue to delay things here at Luminosity. Have been perfectly okay with running down the clock a little bit before committing to any of these executes, and we've seen that once again. But with a minute left, they are going to start to move forward and take a bit of map control. That'll be found at mid, with most of their players actually moving in for this. But Ustillo with a quick swing out towards White Box finds Showtime. Knows for certain that there is control on the left side here, and he sees Cello creeping back up. So we'll hold away from that. And this will actually scare Cello off a little bit too. He's going to fall back to the cubby.
Another 5v4, this time with rifles. We haven't seen this too often. So been some good mid-round adjustments though from Luminosity. What are they going to do here? Bombs walking Squeaky. They're up highway. They don't have smokes now for Z, so they've got to watch their back as they do the split. And
As they're ready for it, but he actually realizes he's still to help him out there. This is still much cleaner than anything else we've seen from the Renegades in the entire course of this half so far. Yell's going to do his best to find some impact here and do some damage at least, but ultimately, he is alone, stuck in A main, and what is now a 1v4. Oh, spots the player in the corner there too at NBK, but
don't kill him yet. Oh,
nope.
Just gimp him, dude. There's not enough time left.
I think they're more focused on just the objective play at this point.
Focused on everything. That is part of the objective. He really wants to stun his economy there. That would have been massive moving into these last two rounds.
So that will allow for another rebuy. The op is still in check here, but it's tied us back up again. Renegades coming alive on what could have been their last gun round if they weren't careful. But they were, and indeed secured control over the A bomb site, stopped the hit from Luminosity for being a success. Luminosity gonna pick it up a little bit faster this time though. There's a good flash over the top, actually blinds both the defenders in the site. A response, however, from the CTs will blind out Yell and prevent him from actually fully committing to the hit. But also some smokes, specifically wanted to NBK. Is it going to force Nifty back? And when he re-peeks from the other side of Quad, Yell will be completely blinded, but still able to hit the shot on a Nifty. Very well done.
Oh wow, they don't actually fall apart though from the 5v4. They even up.
Naf gets his revenge over in the B halls, taking down Showtime. And we see Yell start to go up and over the top, a boost. Yustillo will be the one to challenge this, and the only one here in mid currently to challenge anything at all, hiding from White Box. No sign of actual commitment coming in from Luminosity. That's Flashbang is going to change it, however. They'll start pushing forward. Nekis sees the spot that Yustillo is playing from, and Yustillo will start to retreat now that he's been found out. Potentially could get help from Naf, and in fact, I think Naf is even going to move back in, but there's a bit of an over-focus on mid right now that they're not really figuring out just yet. Pop shots go back in, and Yustillo tries to pressure, but this has just gotten so bad for the Renegades now. Not only does that give Nekis that kill, he knows for certain Naf is in Z, and with the missed stop shot, he goes down, and we see the Luminosity hit on A. It's a relative success after that Yell and PKL get the final 2 kills, and that puts Luminosity up to map point first.
I feel like they could have dealt with that a little bit better. I don't know. That seemed kind of weird at mid. Obviously, that smoke helped a lot, so it was really good that he did smoke out Z. That separated him from the op and any help that he could get. But you still had the opportunity to fall back. Also, Naf had to jump through the smoke with the op to try to even up and then miss a shot. It was a little bit YOLO. I mean, they were in a tricky situation. They didn't want to give up mid that easily, but maybe he would have been better off at truck, making sure a highway guy can't come up. I don't know. But now Renegades don't have much money, and yeah, now it's 5v4. On 30th round of the game, Luminosity have successfully brought this back and guaranteed themselves at least a point at OT.
Nifty, though, keeps himself alive with this trade, and Nekis is getting greedy, trying to pursue that, or more so trying to get the trade. Not necessarily greedy, but unfortunately pays the price for it when he moves back in. Nifty will take him down as well. Now Nifty, with these 2 kills, has given his team back the man advantage. He knows that he's going to be the hot target right now, though, so he decides to fall back out into the mid cubby. Place himself here. Luminosity will just have to regroup and look for an opportunity to execute somewhere else. His mid is not going to happen right now.
Oh.
Nifty's got this presence still here, but I think
Yell
Yell knows it. Yeah, he's going to walk up. Ooh, and even that's a close battle, too. Yell only has 20 HP at the end of it, but he does finally take down Nifty.
There's 30 seconds left. They all have full nade sets, which is kind of surprising, but also very beneficial for Luminosity. They could do a lot with this. Good nades in response, though. They caused the rotate, though, right out of A.
Oh, my goodness. It works so well.
Wow, they bid on that so hard. They didn't see a bomb, and they only saw 1 set of nades. JKS called for the rotate. 20 seconds up.
They don't even have to use most of their nades, too, to even... They just walk right into the site and use 1 smoke.
They still have so many nades left.
They have 2 mollies, 4 flashbangs between the 2 of them. The CTs will push back in, but this is not looking good, especially since most of them don't even have rifles. Cello and PKL both pick up a kill. Last player alive has been spotted, and there you go. They both lock it down, and it's going to be Luminosity that come back in stunning fashion.